This is a message about a calm mind and the house of thoughts that we live in. A calm mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful than a mind that is always worried. 1,000,000 times more powerful than a mind that is always worried. When we understand the power of our positive thinking and the power it has over our positive outcomes, that is when we find the victory over our circumstances as well. Imagining and envisioning yourself winning in advance, that is where you will find new life. That's what transcends your current circumstances. The truth is in our thought life, the house of thoughts that we live in, whatever conditioning we've had, the thoughts that we tell ourselves, that is our life. So here's a tip. It's all in your head. I know you've heard that 1,000,000 times, but it really is all in your head. That's the battleground. And it's time to go to war, to undo the conditioning of this world, the conditioning of our childhoods, the conditioning of our very existence here on earth. Let's clean this up, y'all. Begin seeing yourself as an overcomer, and that is what you will become. Your I ams simply have to be louder. They must be louder than your I am not, okay? Because our thoughts impact our faith, and that is what impacts our lives. Failure ain't fatal unless you quit. The brain simply believes whatever you tell it the most. So when you think about it and you're intentional about your thought life, think about the things that you tell yourselves, the stories that we tell ourselves over and over and over again. And begin pointing out or even recognizing the negative things that we tell ourselves, the thoughts of death, because thoughts can be death, like they're bringing death to your situation. And so let's begin getting to the root, digging out those dead spaces and recreating, replanting the dead spaces with new life. That is new thoughts. I've said this before, and so I just think that is so important to continue to remind people. We all have negative thoughts. I think I heard a message last week. It was from a psychologist that said we have probably about 60,000 thoughts a day. About 54,000 of those thoughts are negative. So think about it. If they are taking root, what lives are we creating for ourselves? We just give up. We just surrender. We just go with whatever that is, right? No. Here's a tip. The moment a negative thought enters your mind, that is when it's at its most vulnerable. It is the weakest point. And that is the best opportunity you have to fight it. Combat a negative thought with a positive one. I challenge you. I dare you. Begin challenging your negative thoughts with positive ones. Again, I say, and I tie this back to lightness and darkness. Darkness can't even comprehend light. So if you tie negative thoughts to darkness and understand that darkness can't even understand light, if our positive thoughts is the light, then that is what will overcome the negative thoughts. So maybe that's a reach, but hopefully that helps someone. It helped me. I'm here to help remind people to we create the life that we want by our thoughts. And our thoughts are our beliefs, and our beliefs come from what is in our heart. When words take root in us, it can be positive or negative, but they take root and it's creating life or death. And so if you want to live a positive life, and you want to try to start to transcend from a life of negativity and social conditioning and all the conditioning again of our childhood, then that will start with your thought life, which begins from the root, which is within your heart. So let's get conscious about the negative thoughts that we tell ourselves, even the minor things. Your brain simply believes everything you tell it. So feed it love, feed it positivity, feed it life, feed it favor, feed it greatness. Everything that's in your heart, the abundance of your heart, the desires of your heart, they're possible. And don't you dare let nobody tell you it's not. Create the life that you want. It all begins with you. So this is another message, a quick message from Quiet Storm Speaks, a message of hope, healing, restoration, love, peace, and inspiration. I wish you well on this healing journey. Now let's get this healing, family. Let's keep getting this healing. You're going to hear me saying that over and over again. Let's keep getting this healing, family. We are starting a whole new just mindset. Let's get this healing, y'all. Peace.